there's the beast. I know it's been a while since you've seen it, and it's been a while since I've posted a video. And as you can tell as I walk around, there are some things that just don't quite look the same from the last time I posted the video. Lots of changes, which is part of the reason why I haven't posted videos in a while. But anyway, I will get to those in a moto vlog, probably within a month or so. And I will discuss what all the changes have been and what all of the changes are going to be, and what additions are coming to the garage. The purpose of this video is to give you an update on the battery. As you may recall, I put a lithium battery in here about 3 years after I bought the bike because the first one was getting weak. And I put the lithium battery in, and I will show you on the screen the exact battery that I purchased. And what's interesting to note, I want to mention right off the bat, is this particular battery has a reset button on top that if you find yourself stranded and the battery is dead, you can push that button and that should bring it back to life. So it's my understanding that it keeps a little bit in reserve and never allows itself to fully deplete, allowing this option to happen. And I also bought the accessory because, as you may recall, also on the VMAX, for those of you familiar with it, the battery is under this top cover and it takes tools to get to it. So in order to get to that battery, to push the reset button, it would take some doing. But anyway, if you buy an accessory that they offer that has a remote, and I will show you that, you can basically reset the battery using this remote switch, and you can see it has the plug that you would simply plug into the same cord that you use for your trickle charger. So anyway, when I went to start it in February, it had been a few months since I had last put the trickle charger on there. So due to my neglect, I did not consistently hook it up and keep it over 90%. So the motorcycle does have a bit of a parasitic draw to it because if nothing else, the clock is constantly running. But anyway, after a few months of not charging it, it went down to 15% because I used the app, and as you can see on the screen, it was as low as 15% and the battery was totally dead. So I plugged the trickle charger in. I did not use the reset option because I was at home. So I just plugged the trickle charger in, and within an hour it was already over 70% and the indicator said it was okay. And as you'll see on the screen, I took photos at various times, and you can see the timestamp on there to give you an indication of how long it took to get to the various percentage levels. And really after about 2 hours, I believe, it was over 90%. And after about 2.5, I think it was up to 97, as you can see on the screen. But nonetheless, once it got over 90%, I turned the bike on and it fired right up. So it was no big deal. Now, one of the things that I do want to mention is, I can't speak to how effective that reset option is or the remote switch because, again, I never used it, so I can't speak to that. But if anybody out there has used either the reset button on top of the battery or that remote switch, please feel free to chime in on the comments and let us know if that really did indeed do the trick. Now, another thing that may be of concern is because it got depleted so low, you know, with most batteries, when you take them down that low, you know, it really hurts the long-term effect of the battery. So whether that's the case for this lithium battery has yet to be determined. So time will tell how long this battery lasts. As I mentioned in my previous video, which I will link below for those that aren't familiar with that. But as I mentioned then, I rarely got more than 3 years life out of any motorcycle battery since I've been riding motorcycles since the early to mid 80s. But nonetheless, that's my point of reference, is roughly 3 years. So if I get more than that out of the lithium battery, then it's a win. And if my lithium battery tends to run short, then maybe it would be due to not having a full charge and leaving it go for as many months as I did. But again, the reason for letting it go, I've been very busy with a lot of things. And like I said, I will mention a lot of that in an upcoming motovlog to explain why there have been so many changes and also why there will be many more changes. So until that motovlog, see you next time.